Blessing and peace will be ever thine.
Blessing and peace will be ever thine own. Land that we love, our sweet Mama Salone. If today is the first time you join we at the WanPot show, I want to welcome you on board. And what we do at the WanPot show? WanPot show now also Sierra Leoneans, then they come and can talk within happen during the week inside Mama Salone. Now we can do it every Saturday. Yourself will listen, you get the opportunity for take part in the program by way where you go text, or yourself can call and be part of the program. When the time reach, we go announce the phone number where yourself can able for call for take part by the program. But without wasting any time, I want to bring me panelists them on board. Now so I go bring Tony Toure Jones from Boston. Yes, Tony, you can tell Fambule Mado.
Yeah, the Fambule Muna Kushia Una Kabo. This is not Tony from Boston, Massachusetts.
On behalf of Fambulem, I want to welcome you on board, Tony, Pantideon program. Yes, NSC Brema from Paris. You can tell Fambulem Adu.
Fambulem, good evening, good afternoon, and morning, anywhere you get we. Me na NSC Brema, una usual contributor to this program. One for say una Kushe and Kabo.
On behalf of Fambulem again, NSC, I want to welcome you on board. And we get Arun Rashidin from New York. Yes, Arun, you can tell Fambule Madusa.
Yeah, hello everybody. I wanna do we welcome you again to we program and from New York. The time in New York here now at 4:24 p.m. You know, and also I even came to some place, some Nanette, na morning. So ever you day, welcome. God bless you again for joining us. Thank you.
And on behalf of Fambulem, I want to welcome Arun Rashidin from New York. We Pantideon program, and me where they host this program. My name Abraham Almame Akemta. Most people know me for Tripoli. What we can do na this program, as I be say earlier, na things them way happen na Sierra Leone during the week, and na so we go start Tideon program. What we can do this part of the program na the time we they can go through the things them way mostly in our website, and I things them way happen na salon. Last Saturday we be there, and this Saturday we done there again. And on Monday we see say fire be happen over the weekend na Krube. We see fire where the mayor of Freetown be share pictures them of the thing we be happen na Krube. We also see something be done the rumor at the entertainment industry about Mahmoudi. Mahmoudi na part of KME, and KME the CEO na Kabaka. Na a group of individuals them we come together for sing fine salon music them. Mahmoudi be done left for about a month now. You know, they part of the KME family. And you know, be talk people and be going talk, but now he's saying don't break in silence. And what he talks he just say India on your own now. Now he gets your label we call Slim Nation. We also see Usai President Bio, because of that fire will be happen na Krube, he be go visit them, and himself be carry some donation then go. We also see during the week aside the chief minister be present green paper on proposed independent commission for peace and national cohesion. This now and a commission where they don't propose. The name get for be the Independent Commission for Peace and National Cohesion. They say independent, you know, not to say na government own, but again the drive na the chief minister na the seat for drive this thing. And we get a clip on that. I think we go Rob Mott Pandande during the program. We also see Usai Arun friend Sylvia Blyden. He say him proud and confident of his stewardship, and he go make a personal appearance as na the commission of inquiry because of him believe what he do. So he go make a personal appearance if they call him. And we also see Usai President Bio be the State House be release a statement for say President Bioge for go na Harvard University, and we man will be sending Ego can give you a rundown about how the thing happened na the place there in Boston. We see Usai another power ship become Natong. Remember the last time we talk about the blackout Natong. And the blackout waiting because I'm not be the power ship, we be in a tongue, we be develop some fault, and now because the blackout day, so things that not be they go well by the light business. At the end of the day, another power ship don't come. But this power ship, they say now for Eastern, than at the rumor where they go on. But we know hearing nothing yet from the authorities the way concerned. But now two power ship they not tongue. We don't know if now for backup that other one we be get problem, although it don't fix now. We don't know if now for backup but now two now we get na salon water. A lot of people we comment on that particular comment the way we will post on that particular post they not being glad. The comment them, if I say 95% of people will comment on that post, they not glad. Say people and talk against the previous government, say they count power ship now. This particular government don't count two power ship now. Now so people and talk now the posting. Then people already say no, the one be done day now because of the bad light way this present government meet now I make. But anyway, now two power ship we get, and according to waiting the comments away people and post, people are not happy. And we also see the VP office inaugurate conflict resolution technical committee. We for bring the one the way the jamot for come together. They say then they inaugurate the conflict resolution technical committee. We suicide the Honorable Chief Justice Desmond Babatunde Edwards. He say he don't ensure say all, we mean all man, from students to ministers to parliamentarians to chiefs to everybody, make them get a copy of the bail regulation. He say because bail na free. But then when they wake in the child, people say for bail and so, but he don't make into hard copy, and they make sure say everybody gets a copy of that. We also say Mohamed Kamerembe Mansare, we na the leader for the Alliance Democratic Party. He give unusual voice notes the way he can give. He say President Bion appointment of the NEC Commissioner South. It not go down well within the MKM, and also he talk about that meeting will be happen na State House. Although he not been there, he say na because he been busy because he did tongue. He say na because he be busy, and I be try for get an interview with him. Unfortunately, when the first call where I did tongue, I call him first. He say he McKinney say he promised me say we can't tongue the Wednesday me go talk. He can't I call on Wednesday, he say, oh, in the reach bo. So it's like one thing after the other, then I not be able for get them. And we also see Usai ACC don't indict Ambassador Ali Bangura Kanu and two other people for various corruption offenses, and the corruption offense they we then do na concerning that passport. We then give passports and to people away not deserve for get service passport or diplomatic passport. So they don't indict them. Well, we wait for the hearing and make we waiting go come out today. We also see President Biobi received certificate of fostering relationship between Sierra Leone and Massachusetts. Then they, like as I say earlier, we send somebody there and he go can't tell we small, but that VP Jule there Jallo maps out impending changes. And one part of impending changes is because a lot of people begin voice notes, they go out, say, they pay visa again for go salon. No, not to him. They say visa on arrival. Now one part of the changes them way that they try for do say, now when you go salon, now you go pay for the visa na salon. Visa on arrival. Not for saying for go salon, they pay. No, you have to pay, but you will pay for the visa na salon day. Well, how they get for do that day, we don't know. But previously, that system they be done with the previous government, we themselves be doing, but now doing that Ebola, I think now they cut them off. We also see Usai Friday, when I be yesterday, be declare a public holiday na salon. Then again, people are not being glad. People say the holiday too much. Then the comments them way people hengi. People say the holiday then too much idleness and this and that. Then can honor the International Women's Day without saying a public holiday. But yesterday na be public holiday na salon. And also NCRA we responsible. You know the last time them be say then go call workers them for make them know exactly how much workers day na the civil service na salon. Well, them pull list 3,068 people them not agree for go register or be forget or something happen where they not capture 3,068 people them. So they don't give them second chance. Then say let them go to them, then go register, but not for a limited time. We also see Usai Kube fire victim them be receive mattress and blanket from the Freetown City Council. They say a part of the emergency shelter kits where them be go give them people them na Kube. We see Usai State House them pull an official release where they say President Bio be receive leadership award by the event where them be go na Boston. We also see Usai APC give their own press release. They say then they reiterate again to President Bio then concern them. And then go way back again for that will be happen even at my 91. They list all the things them like from trade. The other thing they list say the president, the former president Kuruma, we can want travel and they get access to the presidential lounge. They say they need get access there. They encourage and they always lock that remote the param. So then they ask say will them be there in power? Not to show them be they do. Then be open that lounge day to all the former presidents them or anybody with they of dignitary class. Then be they give but now then they lock up by EBK. We see Usai also President Bio. Then be share the address of President Bio address the International Women's Day and the address we again in writing where the topic we be go gi is say na toward a new renaissance in Sierra Leone, a new bolder vision. And we go top and day make account with we panelists them so everybody go up not small but waiting we just lay a table. Yes, I will wank out you Tony. Waiting you are Rob Motpa.
Yeah, there's several things. One has to do with the visit of the president now, Boston, Massachusetts. I will be brief because it talk of plenty things. We all know say the government is trying for see how they give position with country back, and one of the things. Way or the direction we intend for take now has to do with technology and innovation and everything. We now that make the appoint Paul Senge, Dr. Paul Senge, and we all know see Dr. Paul Senge made in Massachusetts now we study now Harvard University and then he did PhD now MIT, and we also say we don't work with Bill Gates and some other big firms them or big people them we. Them direction and focus towards technology, innovation, and anything. And we also see the world don't they move to them things, then everything they become more technology driven and this and that. And so try for foster the president in visit, make an arrangement so where if we talk about them things, then these are mainly college them way they top in the world, not even America now, but top in the world in terms of them areas then they and therefore see how they able for invest in we country, invest in a sense not only finances but in terms of resources like probably then we able foster a relationship with university and a salon where people also students go able for study and get the opportunity. And if we get the people then they where they go able to get their opportunities there, forget their linkages there with them colleges now, or the opportunity or resources. We be able to drive the economy in a sense wherein if we get companies that we go salon and they need the people or probably other areas in the salon, like in the agricultural sector, way very, 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 very key to we. We'll be able to use the resources then. We see, because there are a lot of Sierra Leoneans where in it with Dr. Professor Baman, Professor Pakima, and it with a finance secretary when I just it with Keketoma when I the secretary, with the Minister of Information, and all stuff then with Dr. Sandy, who is media Boston, relocate to Massachusetts with the medical area. A lot of people way it bring up. So as he said, plus we see that they always give them an award from Massachusetts from the governor. The governor himself not the president, but he's sending a representative way to therefore give the president a certificate in the form of award and therefore foster relationship. You know, some of them, especially when it comes to history and importance of relationship between America and Africa, Massachusetts therefore play a role because the reason being, if I not say this Massachusetts form part of the 13 states way South America during the days. And if you find out say now the British people and more freedom when those days before America get their independence. And the other thing again is rather unfortunate we're not able to bring the old program because we get a town hall meeting with Sierra Leoneans for explain to why we visit to America, and he's so happy that Sierra Leoneans get the zeal and everything for come out and welcome him and happy, and that now we not forget say he needs Sierra Leoneans for go back and for help see how they go for position. And the good thing is it was not only SAPP people that we attend the program. We have fraction of SAPP, APC, NGC, all shapes. Even people that were not true bipartisan and go for just go and listen. But the rather unfortunate thing himself during the town hall meeting, like how plenty people that we expect we go able for answer to questions them. Not able to answer no question. In fact, we share network go with all we gadgets, everything we stand because they say for the day 5:30 for get security class and everything. We reach now the owner and say, hey, we saw you the president saying on live streaming. So you know. So I'm going to take all gadgets back, go put on my motorcar and come now and enable for answer but the good thing is they therefore make clear the Minister of Information after we matter bill because immediately we talk to we just go back and we tell the Minister of Information, but when I'm not able to get the full hall of people then because everybody just go for Simada bill and you know as usual it can be. But we need able to ask questions that we care to us what all the presidents don't see and all within the happen as along with people and say some are good things, some has to do with education, some has to do with this double SIM to SIM business and other question on the thoughts, why is it so expensive when people ship things then from this part or any part of the world for it's so huge because some people don't they almost here they want for ship them probably then things that would don't they use for go back or this or that or food stuff or whatever, but because of the cost of all those things. So there was a lot of concern, but as I say the president himself was not there, but the Minister of Information was mentioned when Mr. Suarez just for the rights and then things went down, you know. So, but in a nutshell, we just say we hope and we say most of those visits, not just go for big visits, we not just like that. So to stay positive, say you go eat some good food because the people that are around them. We've been our purpose. We believe in Dr. Paul Senge. He is a young and charismatic guy, very being passionate. Say, Mama, we're very focused and we go able for help Sierra Leone in that vein. They for foster a strong relationship between Harvard, MIT, and Sierra Leone and we university then because when you talk about Senge, Dr. Senge is an A student. I'll tell you the white people that get regard for him so much because he's very brilliant. So in a nutshell, that was exactly why the president was in Massachusetts. They don't left today. I think then they go. I don't know which side they go, but they're still there, America. But they're still in Massachusetts here. Now, this today then they left. Actually, if not, left for go.
All right, thank you very much for that report. The way you don't help we for make we get and where we send you for go to. Thank you very much, sir. Make I bring Yusuf. Yes, Yusuf. You are waiting Lena table and you are waiting Tony bring come for we. Which you are up much before we start the program proper, sir.
Well, Mr. Just want to hello to everybody and say hi and welcome everybody for joining and say thanks to the other panelists and back we take time. And as we do, we follow through. And I will wait, let the other one proceed, and then I will come in. Come Mr. Get 1 or 2 cents for all day,
All right, thank you very much. Okay. All right. Yes, NSC, you know you're waiting Lena table and waiting Tony Kawit, waiting you are more before we start.
With our this light system, the country, I believe we don't reach a stage now for begin ask ourselves, which government actually go able to give steady electricity, because from Bakaba in time, we don't struggle with light. We come during the APC, we see them make efforts, come with generators, we see how it come out. We don't see the SFP don't come. They still struggle with this light business. Which thing we really want to let the politicians tell me. Because one thing for develop a country, we just grab no more and say today this country for develop a stage. Let the people then come. We get the problem we're facing, we get engineers in another country, but just like what they say, we don't want to see them make anything. Let people then come out with a plan. Tell the salon people they say the electricity situation, the light situation of this country. We think so with the advice government for make do so thing so that we will get this problem solved once and for all. Come and tell the people then too. We don't go Bumbuna, we don't go this, they don't go this now both will get in our time. Now, I read the Minister of Energy and Power, the talk say that one car, that power ship, that one they know it would send lights, it will send power eastern part because of the transformer. This transformer business not to be, as I tell you, after the war. We don't get this transformer business. We see like they dull the poor people in property. But say we not get people that actually we capable for handling. We electric system that country, because this transformer system we don't pay me brother. Come with the way they listen, we know. Also you get power fluctuation. If you see power the bright, the dull, the bright, the dull, the poor people in property, then also even future one grade all over the country. So if in a transmission, then the problem why government no go try and get enough transmitters, put them in places. If in this bumbuna we try for complete, let people come and let government come and tell people and say, "Una patient period of complete bumbuna." But when this person come, it will explain so. This person come, it will explain so. I believe say if we get electricity, just the quick president they go now, they go call people and say, "Una come." Everybody, okay, una come. Investors, they una come. This that investor will come. I will come operate. Hey, like no day. If they about China today, I believe say now one of the things that they force them to get hold of electricity. If you then always talk so then so they see some of you know and they witness blackout. By the time they say something not happy, don't see quickly they don't fix it up. But suddenly you see Alex say no government or nobody no able come and fix up that light system. They urge them. Then come they say them too much problem. Okay, we hear what thing they try fix this light system once and for all. No, left today again by next dry season we see another 3 ships come again, they come pack na the water. If in the bumbuna, let them fix it up. You see, we get Bokusa the way we get like big Congo the other we they see no movement. No nothing. We get this other one at Bankasoka, they belong to not they nothing but. So that I think I can stop here so far because the light it really they happen. It really piss me off, my brother.
All right. Okay. Thank you, Senesi. Make I bring in Aaron. Yes, Aaron. Waiting now you take on waiting will learn a table, sir.
Well, Anyway, I'll look at this electricity. I mean, because that now more or less the main thing for we development in every respect. You mentioned about the presidential lounge. You say the former president, the complaint say, they get access to it. If that's the case, whoever they do that, that's wrong. No matter what you think of an Nkrumah, he was president. He forget that respect. If he travel, they not get for the law company. They not for do that. If that's not true, and for open and for and give that due respect. You also mentioned about public holiday yesterday. One thing again, the easy will make some, maybe any country will get where the business community, they at a large scale. You will find it difficult for the people them boku holiday there, because when people, especially the private sector, because they need people, because for every holiday then they lost. But now I believe that all as a result of the largest employer na the country, na the government itself, I think say na a very good thing for the government, just like when you say they observe the day but not begin give all the holiday there. Mohamed Kamari Bamansari, this is my personal opinion about women get. I just feel in a fluke. Maybe your opinion about something like that. Now, just an offshoot of APC. Maybe because APC get this thing at the aid about this commission of inquiry, Mohamed Kamaran Bamansari becomes the spokesperson for them. Just like Mohamed Banguan, Mohamed Kamaran Bamansari, in Leone opinion, like just an arm of APC. Think about this. Before the last election, presidential candidate not talk reach Mohamed Kamaran Bamansari. But the people of Sierra Leone, they're not stupid. That man not even get one seat in the parliament. There's a reason for that. The people don't know would that make sense to them. With all the talk, we talk. Me just feel say all this interview, wait sometimes one can speak on behalf of APC. For me, what you say does not make sense to me. Because if it not make sense to the people on the ground, for you not even get one seat in the parliament, maybe sometimes get, I don't know. Then I not see the essence of this man. One thing again, when you mentioned about this bail for people within the lock up, then make the condition very difficult for them. As somebody sent me some pictures, some video about some people in a prison, some prison I think outline. Man, you should see how how the people they look out. It's so disgraceful. Prisoners, them. It's not like we treat people. Now within the context of Leone country, Leone prison, we treat prisoners like. Worse than slavery. If you see some of them body condition, it's disgraceful. One journalist, Atomic Pen, I sent that video there for me. So all of them things there, it make this thing where the Chief Justice say, maybe they get for look at how they will begin address all incidentally. The other two confuse me now, this conflict resolution technical community or committee. Conflict resolution. I did think of conflict resolution. See, we will not go beyond that stage after the war, after peace, conflict resolution. But not to bad thing. But I just want to get a sense of why conflict resolution technical committee. What exactly does that mean? Finally, second to that, you mentioned my friend Sylvia Blyden. In my opinion, again, Sylvia Blyden and one person will make APC fail, and because they allow for getting away. They say the guilty are always afraid. If Sylvia Blyden not begin to say, if the commission come in, I go. The commission will call you, wait. If you get something for answer, no worry, you will go. You understand? We all see some of the things that will happen in colleagues and even within the context of the very ministry with their address. And for me not to send, instead I get something for answer, except that they therefore prove me wrong. But then we come to this issue of electricity. Briefly, I just want to mention that, Tony not get time to talk on that because of this response, because I know saying that security touch him so much, he believe in that. I don't know how to put some airs, but if government still not able to figure this out, say the electricity, the essence of very important. Then all the things they do, I don't know how far it will go. So Senesi mentioned about the engineers. Think about this Dr. Teng the way Tony mentioned. I mean, we want to I think I'm Massachusetts where they make radio originally. It tells you, say, there are people with technical skill. All they need might be kind of government support. All they need, and they put them together. Say, well, what do you want to think? Get engineers together. What do you want to think? How we go address some of these things? How government will come inside? Or maybe we will look for private institutions, and there will be private power institution companies in there. We will think that sometimes government is not able to run that. So with that, I'll just left and so far.
Okay, make I just help out in that conflict resolution technical committee. That committee they be set up for Sam Malen. I don't know if we remember Sam Malen, a chiefdom Usai, then the mine, and then we get problem with solving agricultural company. We the last time we some fracas be happen there, people then be get for die. So now that resolution they then they try for make between the company and the villagers them. So now that committee they now be get for meet. We get some couple of texts yes sir, we related to waiting we just analyze, so make I just go through the text them. Prophet Fitzgerald Johnson, he say this blackout situation done there around since the day we in the secondary school na Mama Salone. He say in vision for Salone, he say na for the nation be a developed country whose citizens and go enjoy freshness and beautiful scenery na the nation. I will tell us say no to light no more na the problem. He say water mosquito. He say ordinary thing for man for enjoy. He say na problem. He say price control also. And Prophet Fitzgerald Johnson again say, he say the whole of the country infrastructure need a total revamp. He say in the pray that the government of Mama Salone go dig deep and look all the avenues them of infrastructure we need restoration, and do I make them do the restoration then they. And Abu Conte they tell Adu, yes sir, I'll greet you. Abu Conte say back, he say the light and the water. Okay, light, water and mosquito. We all know say I just come out alone. And unfortunately, we done the program Saturday, Sunday I get attack. At Tawa by Tuesday I'm not able. I began for fend myself in emergency, and I discharged yesterday. I didn't also today. And waiting be the problem, they say na malaria. Yeah, they say na malaria and I go pull commerce alone. Na I carry it. But that one because me any tell Kiwango Salon agree take the shot. I say I still immune, but they don't go tell me say I'm not immune again. No. So now any tell they go, I suppose for take that shot so that I know bring malaria again. Nadi what that, but we start to program proper. We know about this mines committee within a parliament, and let's say.
Hold on, Kemcha.
Yes, I'm Yusuf. You get yes. Rob, be more quick before we continue.
I'll just not share this. I want to start with the presidential visit. You know, this time highlight. We don't partner. Not to this alone. Don't they partner with international cities or municipalities. We don't get an alliance with Kalamazoo and Michigan. We don't get a relationship with Liverpool na the UK. And I believe we don't get a relationship with Scandinavian countries. You know, this is a massive shortfall. I always say this, we not get the one problem I don't see repeatedly na Salone. Now, business continuity now we not get, and we don't talk about this this program years ago. Business continuity. Waiting the essence of Tande is that because simplicity. The United States of America, not by any means comparison, but look at now how many years this democracy old. From that Tande, then don't they get successive government after government after government. And not even talk about the private sector. The private sector will get privilege for work in, and I know what in business continuity means. Then they set things them in place wherein if you get even electricity will go out, waiting at the place where the employee then get for take each and every responsibility, or each and every employee within a strategic position gets a prime responsibility for take up when that electricity breaks down. Would I get to do things if they get to do them manually? Everybody gets them, and then they revisit this every 6 months or every year. So alone as a country, we not get this. This is not a classic example. Yes, you look government to change from one political season to another, or from one party to another. But by the same token, are the same people that are in the go serve, now the same country, the country not changed by any means, the country not get enlarged or not get reduced by any means. So I'm not to see why we know they get a grip on this. On the power sector, this is not a dead horse with the beat now. I remember years ago we talked about this also. We Tony mentioned about the time we work na Wellington na the factory where they are responsible for make bottles for the brewery. Some men they take make bottles. If electricity no day, if that company they come, it bring then go pass and down to the people them. This are the one thing they feel for real life. Now, I know when the sense for me them will bring the nuclear machine in that country then tap on our taki is senseless. This is not a short-term notion for help places where they under devil. Not for cancer country. We don't get boomuna. Let them go. If the boomuna not right, let them stop for waste the economy in that sector. We will not get electricity before our salon. If they want to make them bring that archaic system, we will not get them. All that country they will not get light, they enjoy light for a good time to the 70s before OAU 1980. So make them stop. I mean, for bring people then come, we get engineers. They can talk. Would I say this bubble will come. This guy in Massachusetts bring come. We come and make a transform. He convert the transformer from trash. He make them to a power electricity for radio, for power in radio and broadcast. This people not even go high school yet. You know, go university. We get people with the lecturer na the university in Salo. We get brains within at the West. If they not able to employ all the one in the easy, Canada West can look any energy sector. Tell them this is my country. I want to get a sustainable power supply, resourceful thing. It's that simple. But for the government for Canada, this is just a shameful step. For many who come, we don't get independence from 1960. To this day, we never get to sustainable electricity in our country. Successive governments don't come one after the other. It's just shameless. So, it cry down at that. And you go wonder, where people then come on here, then go, you like where I can't tell the talk. If say don't immune forget malaria, prophylaxis, now it don't hit you hard. If I come on, I go free talk. I don't use for there, I don't get blackout. If I go there, sometimes I go cope with them. But if I take my picking and go there, no one they see blackout now net. So sleep inside house now with candle or lamp or something like that. So just imagine. You know, go blame somebody if in lifestyle won't change a little bit. So then, forget the human part for Nandi. Now industrial issue, now developmental issues. If we not get good power source for help. Now, if it comes to that Kamarimba issue, Kamarimba na a not case, okay? Not a politician, now a mouthpiece. Simple as that. We don't talk to him at this program. We know how he performs. So for making the go talk Boku, then it's just senseless. And the final could talk. Not the first thing this we don't get devastated incidents in places like that. The terrain and the structure of that city, it could be meaningless for me to talk. Say, come move people there, but the law day. If you not government, you decide to say you subject them. If you see to say you people in your country, they in the path of danger. The government's responsibility now for alleviate that. mitigate the problem wherein you don't go endanger your people them. They able go under them court areas. Then get the surveying team, land ministry. They able go under and pass that place stay proper wherein it go eliminate, if not eliminate, it will reduce the danger. We get plan body and connect to one another like a crease. And then you go not to just for Pluton. Go look over na the hillside back na magazine course. Go all the way up the area then there. Now so it just you don't get proper path for streets or roads or even water supply. Just imagine when that storm happened, when the mudslide happened, waiting happened, the thing just come in the cascade on top one another and all. But if it properly passed, the danger will still happen, but it will minimize the effect after we don't happen. And one more, Chief Minister, not go for any independent stuff. You're not a political person. Whether you let him or not, no go for anything to talk, say this not political. To pull in for national business, where you entitled to say this is not political. No, we don't kick the people them and slap them back when they don't. So please, I'll stop for now. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Yusuf. I don't know, anybody be the try for Bacon or make we just continue?
Yeah, yes, that was what I don't even talk immune personal because I'm a for report on this president in Cameroon.
Okay, just make a quick 1 minute. Okay.
Yes, I will always be concerned on the brute power. Even if we go for drive technology. That was my question for the president. That was my number one question for the president. But unfortunately, you're not able to answer questions them. Because the thing is, no sober-minded people, no go salon, go invest, go sell lights, no day. I go tell you something. You understand? I work with them for 9 years, from Celtel to Zenedis. One major factor will always affect them, the power. Which they always the seller. They not sell Airtel Africa, they sell only Sierra Leone to Orange. Because the market structure na salon not even aligned. How many people they would use phone as salon? But we always say, the mobile company people there. But the other effects, the other overheads, people they are not seeing those other overheads there. We got huge taxes na salon when I want it. And imagine those companies are running private power. Imagine you get over 300 sites. You not even get up to 100 where they use MP, where they use government lights. All na generator 24 hours. And some of those sites are backbone sites. If one go down, they make all the other on the way connect, all the go down. So not to even what's name called, they lost revenue. So the power outrage. So all those concerns where they watch and say, no, this market is not even ready for growth. You understand? And one thing where they affect is power. You understand? Government effort to everything because it's been 10 years the APC come and fight them. It was their priority, but we don't know probably the priority change overnight. But as we say, they go for throw all their weight on power, just like how they throw their weight on education, this free quality education. Because we can't play them because they will study. You know the way we're effective in our school. I mean, they study in the net with Palam. Some of who study under Palam, who study under Candle. They like it, they use glasses. Just because of, the naked flames and everything, the effects of that thing. And the government really, government personality, where they listen, or whatever, I see the priority for salon for change. Now we copy best practice from Rwanda. Rwanda not they grab overnight and change. The first thing they address is power. We have to. Take that. The government for really treat it as an emergency. Just take out and treat rape kids. Then rape whatever as an emergency. This is power, an emergency. Take that.
Okay, thank you, Tony. Since make I just give something where let me see the hardest part of something. Okay, let's say like Usai Median Watalona, a brand new area, lights not been deady. So we get for tax we save within the area, few of we spend millions of leones for bring light cam. Because now you they buy your cable, now you they buy the pole, now you they buy everything, now you they buy them. Okay, the light finally come. The sorriest part for this light we can now, the light not able put AC on. Sometimes even the freezer not they come on. Imagine you don't spend almost million for the light, and then at the end of the day, the light's not able for do what you want them for do. At the end of the day, if me want for use AC, I get for light generator. And then another money for buy the fuel for light the generator so that I go able to get AC because the place hot. But remember, we just spend millions of leons for draw lights cam. Then we then talk then say, oh no, the transformer too small for the area. But this is what people go through. Still, there is no power. The lights within are for bulb and the bulb them. And people are still paying money because now remember, waiting in a meter system day, you dey pay before they give you the light. And the other time I began for going to the EDSA office because I need explanation. Waiting I be the explanation. They expect you, EDSA expect you for use 50,000 lights every month. Now they expect you for use. If you use above 50,000, you dey pay 2 times the amount. Simply put, now the explanation Dandy. If you use above 50,000, you dey pay double the amount. Like if me no dey, would they use 50,000? Like when me can go, I dey use up to 400,000 per month. Light. And even this light and the light on the put or no. So we just hope say the authorities the way concerned go listen and fix this lights problem.
Well, you see, what you just tell me so said now, you will come out abroad and tell other people. Almost people in that community they say will contribute and pay all of that. You see, all that you see now it sits well. Let's talk about electricity. It's so very important. Everything revolves around it. Even if you want to continue to make a road system. Somebody mentioned about water. The water system will improve. We really need seriousness on electricity. You see, that's all count on waiting with the talk on this electric power system in the country.
Okay, now since you don't talk about water, make I give me your water story. I get well, but the well it dry quick, so then get for work on them again anyway. But for buy the water bowser na being 500,000 for 10,000 liter because na 10,000 liter me get for 10,000 liter na 500,000 before. But if you go pay, you dey like almost 2 weeks, you know they get water before they go finally can supply you. But if you get the driver in number, you call them now. Likewise, you don't so I call the driver in space of 4 hours. The driver they can supply you with the money they gonna in pocket. When the government they charge 500,000, the driver then they charge 800,000. Then they tell you say if you want to go pay in the office, you go get for wait almost 2 to 3 weeks. But if you pay to me, instant you they get, and within 4 hours you they get. Then they own in fix. But now waiting the government don't do. The government don't go ahead. Now the hour will be they pay for 500,000, now na 750,000. They will be they pay 300,000, now na 550,000. They say because people and they go pay to the drivers them, so now make them don't increase and like waiting the drivers then they charge. But guess what? We government go 750,000 now, the drivers then they charge 1 million. And what I say charge, that's fixed. We see they don't tell you 1 million.
Of course, we expect that. Of course.
We see them tell you 1 million, that's what you're gonna pay. But if you go pay, I pay for a supply with I don't left salon, so they don't still supply it. It don't take almost 3 weeks. And the money has already been paid. Tell me don't left so till now to date. I just asked the date and say they no can supply it. But if I be driver, I be give them money. If I don't can supply. So who encourage the corruption at the country? That's Leone. Make a call the Mines Committee. Let we listen waiting Honorable Sir Emerson Lamina. We na konode. Let we listen waiting he talk under this Mines Committee na Parliament. Let we listen.
The mandate of the House of Parliament as a committee for form as it is inside Section 93 of the Sierra Leone Constitution, that one of the functions of the committee and for the oversight role, and that is just what we are doing. We know very well that laws when they come and go, laws when they become obsolete, and because of the several lacunas then, we, the committee, are deemed very, very necessary that we not go for make law if the very people who they make the law for will not get the view, then we don't even know the way forward for them go on. So that makes this committee demand very, very necessary for bringing their mind in communities that are not only the successes of interest and challenges. When we share the challenges, we will for make strong and fine laws we concern the mining sector, we will stand the test of time.
Okay. You talk about successes, challenges, but as a committee, una get set standards of where una think say mining companies them for operating in different community them where they. Wait na then standards there and how una dey check based on this invite where una don't invite them mining company also for see them work or they not work with them standards them yeah.
Yeah, the present laws where the mining company they use, it is as a guidelines for them. They expect compliance from them with the EPA acts, and that's if we understand very, very well issues like the CDA, the Community Development Agreement. We also understand that if they in synergy with the very development plan of local councils, and that not happen. The issue of the extractive industry transparency initiative, when the EITI, Salon have been do well over the past years. All of these are concerned to be at the mines committee. That make will bring there. But so far so good, I can tell you we are not impressed. And because we are not impressed, one for their mining companies and know that this committee they enjoy the privileges and the powers of the High Court as it is inside Section 93(6) of the 1991 Constitution. And if that continue, I want to tell you, say, we will ask from the cooperation of Mr. Speaker, as is spelled inside Section 95, for doing for considered as a contempt against the House of Parliament.
You say we are not impressed. What do you mean? We say we're not impressed with mining company them work. Just dilate on that more for people who they listen for know. What we're not impressed with.
It is surprising that mining company they can appear with just empty hand, considering that we are lawmakers, no document at all for show to talk. How can we convinced? So don't be surprised when I stand down, certain mining companies that we are not impressed, come out with a comprehensive detail of them things they do and then they apply and the compliance that they follow. That will be a fine guide for members in this committee for go on the spot at the field for go check whether it happen. All of those things that make I bring them up. The issue of corporate social responsibility, it is true that mining companies them, not to power this committee I go look at them, but all of those things, then community worker relationship, all these are issues. See, very, very important. Community worker relationship. Now, the community people are the very mining communities and they cry on crop compensation, there is no set standard, and they cry on resettlement package. All these are issues. One for really can ask the mining communities how far in the complaint to this. It could be a fine eye opener. For law make fine law, then we go stand the test of time.
So far, who's mining company them we don't call and what the decision right now we don't take based on the fact say we are not impressed with them performance.
Yeah, irrespective of the SO75 guide that they stand in orders of parliament that we not for actually make publication of the press. But I'm telling you, if this continue, we will invoke SO75, pull on them the fourth estate and do the actual job. But for now, let's hold our peace as time goes by.
So community people them they listen now within a different mining area them where the mining company also they operate. Then they listen now. We will not get from them 8 first hand waiting the happen. From the mining committee, the Mines and Minerals Committee in Parliament, what thing will be a word to them as this engagement they go on now and the fact say we are going to meet them at a later date or talk to them?
Yes, people in the mining communities for be assured and begin get clarity that pretty soon members of this committee will go on ground on the spot and we can view them and then view them they believe say they will guide we for let them win, the mining company win, Salon will only also win.
So more mining companies than get for come for face this committee. Of course, no, I don't step down. Most of the mining companies them we don't turn up before this committee as well. Which one they expect from them because we don't see when I don't step enough for provide different documents them where they're not able for provide and just come empty-handed for explain to owner. Which one they expect from the mining companies them yana?
They're standing down committees and get opportunities and get privileges to appear in a later time. Okay, they relevant documents where the committee be request from them. So you still get time. Otherwise, They know we got no alternative but for charge with contempt against Parliament with the cooperation of Mr. Speaker, as he spelled things out, Section 95 of the Constitution.
That's Honorable Sir Emerson Lamina and the chairman for the Mines and Minerals Committee in the Parliament. They end that interview with me. Also, it talk about some of the things them with them fair not as they don't begin to engage mining company them on different meeting them.
Okay, that's now Abdullah Blah of Radio Democracy 98.1. Yes, you will listen now. You get opportunity. I see we don't send the text them. Let me keep them coming and comment on the live video on Facebook so that we go read them so that with the panelists themselves go know it in on the share na the program. And I open the phone line now. You get opportunity for call for be part of the program. We get two numbers them. One a United States number and the other number a United Kingdom number. The United States number where the country code now 1-646-610-3107. The number again, the country code now 1-646-610-3107. Or you can call the United Kingdom number where the country code na 44 and the number na 739-803-0402. United Kingdom number where the country code na 44 739-803-0402. The phone lines they open now. If you want to be part of the program and for comment on waiting with the discourse, you get the opportunity now. I want to bring in 22 regions. You get 1 minute sir, for comment on waiting you just say about the Mines Committee na Parliament. Waiting you take, sir.
Yeah, me not go surprised because I think on our way, Honorable Sir Emerson Lamina, I mean the mayor for Kono. We get a whole lot of fight with Octia mining. We now one of the things then and the way lead that downfall one we make the government make for put. We don't know exactly the situation between himself and Diana Konomani. So he know exactly what's in the effect when the mining sector now they operate in that kind in that kind way they will transparent to the people there. Because for now one example we witness and I know exactly what they try for talk about. A whole lot of things, concession where they say they even give people the man still they not even enough and then even they relocate people into community the way a lot assume say you they live in our Salaway within the area the way they live and no one call the area. Somebody go for say no, we go for movie from this area where they live in our Salaway, they can't go your code. And then they go build for you a shanty house where not even reach the standard of the also you they live in our Salaway. You understand? And can you go now a community where a deprived community where they say, okay, this now you look now the settlement area will build for now and everything. It will be for now, this will be for now. This way plenty thing lacking. So most of them things then they again, if you go Kono and see say Kono I mean the bread basket of Saloon, although they say it's no more, but I believe the Kono is still the bread basket. You will really ask yourself, is this the Kono? We now everything need the commerce, everything we call the government with the legal. It's the policy in place for people it's very poor, it's very even the tax or concession where the companies there with the mind for give back to the local authority or even give back to the young take the man it's questionable. So for me it's right because I mean at the right time this I say because you know one of the victims then where it don't witness us. Where they are waiting on the authority. These people don't even pay their fines. They don't even pay their dues on time. In less than concern and they will not that cause in them way they are not economized. Oh, this that because the government of the day they benefit so much from Octia mining. We go see we local authorities and we just go Octia mining. Pap, they don't give the envelope. Pap, they don't give the support. Even when it comes to campaign, they'll give them campaign and they'll give them funding. So anybody will try to raise any eyebrow against their activities. Nobody no go give you airs. Nobody no go even listen because the authority up there, they receive their own package from their guy. So they don't have for nobody. Masses down there when it is around the sofa. When they're ready for blast, when Octa mining ready for blast, because of timber lights mining they do. Then therefore ask people there for
come on house, you go, you need to in the blow. Ooh, people there, even if you cook, even if you get sick person, you go for S and come out. Move with them, push and go side to side and go with the first. Never they don't blast. Move. You can tell me before they come back and I host. So there are a lot of disadvantages against people there. So for me, I'm not doubt. I'm not saying.
Okay.
You know exactly. In our one post, we don't witness that. So. They must, but it's right for the structures, those things, for the people there. Not only for mine and rip off the people there, but at least let there be that balance. Let there be that matching, that also call a matching, because let the people that benefit waiting the common at the run, they're not able to equally tax and whatever, or let there be transparency on the operation of the ground.
Okay, thank you. Thank you very much. The phone lines are very hot right now. Make a begin with first caller. Yes, caller, your name and who say you call from?
Yeah, me on name na More, by the call from Maryland, you know.
Okay, More from Maryland. You get 1 minute. Waiting at your own contribution at the program.
All right, sir. Yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Triple A. You know, for way to bring some good, talented guys in your panel, you know, when they talk about the way forward of Salon, you know. I think say like for today, you know, don't follow up on all the thing on a points and way on a don't give. And I think say on a just don't give Salon the medicine for let Salon go before. This electricity. I really follow up, you know, about the president in Kanwan, Boston, Ayaso, you know, can get an affiliation with MIT. But, you know, outside that will take we. If we want to talk about the developments in the, I mean, we're not able for left the electricity behind. You know, I think say one thing with leaders, especially like the one now we don't come, it gets all the opportunities for make a change in a salon, especially on this electricity. All we pass leaders the way they mean when they come, they can really miss the priorities there. They all can get fine drinks. You know, one thing where they can forget, they can feel say the 4 years or the 5 years what they can get inside that first time. They can feel say a long period. It's not long, it's very, very short. You know? So like if then they come and then they take the priorities then just like how Una say, like President Bio we don't come now. If he say, look, me, are they so devote on electricity in that country and for fixed electricity before I left Salon inside this the first time? I'm telling you, it will yield a good thing for the country. If now water supply, look like what you mean they talk. You able for afford them for pay 500,000 for let them bring water na you tank. But look Salon we get 12 rivers where they run na that country. 12 rivers where they run from the north up to the south, where they go inside the Atlantic Ocean. Why we not go take one of them rivers then we make them, you know, when they produce water for the one whole country from January to December. If even we take that Sierra Leone river, we just empty by Juwe. We empty by Juwe and go inside the Atlantic to this ferry site. You know, my brother, anyway, una the really try where una the enlighten them with politicians then yaso. I hope say them go to follow up and then they really get plenty else on the talk. I mean, for can begin get MIT go, what is it? We not get electricity.
Okay.
The people and they go and not go able for do nothing in that country.
All right, thank you
so much. Thank you so much, sir.
Okay, thank you. Yes, yes, caller, you did live on the air. Your name and who say you call from?
Yeah, my name na Abubakar Bendu. I'm calling from New York.
You get 1 minute, Bendu from New York. What do you want to contribute on?
Yeah, my contribution, what I just want to add a little bit is like, I just wanted to say like, for me, according to how I can access the government of Sierra Leone right now, on the footnote in where they on right now, I think so for good to give them plus, and then sometimes that we come with our own ideas, and then but at the same time when we come with the ideas, and we for good also prefer a solution because, like you asking, people are embarking on electricity, water, a lot of developmental issue, but we should not forget see that government the kind of power, and then we get austerity measures, all that they in place, and then the government is seeking source revenue to facilitate those programs. And I think say it will be like fair to them. I think say we the individual themselves who would prefer solution how government can get a revenue and then embark on their journey then they, because like this program that we are different so right now. When I forgot the preferred solution for get a revenue because them program then the government not go able to take them without get revenue. You get forget revenue for run all the developmental projects and then the mere fact they just come up within 11 months and then we all know the situation of our economy right now. I think say it will be always responsible like we all forgot the preferred solution for like way for make revenue and then embark on the developmental projects and another we can think like say we all would embark on that synthesization.
All right. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you. Make a bring in Yusuf. Waiting are you take on this Minds Committee in a Parliament, sir?
You know, if I'll tell you this, you know, it don't take a while at Komokono, but you know, that in me born. All right, and not to 15 years ago, not to 20, not to 30 years. We don't say this repeatedly in this program. Kono, you're not able to discount Kono out of Salon in equation. Period. The mind we all know from day one, the staff Salon, we sit on the Queen Head or on some kind museum in Belgium, from Kono and Puna. Some of the biggest and renowned diamonds that are found in this world are from Sierra Leone and Kono in particular. So, and Emerson, Lamina, is very on point. And to Tony in point, Isabi gone. And he don't raise issues in the past. And then he gave him a lot of props and subsequently become a problem for him with APC and whatnot. So we all know that in the end, look at Musaidi today and he go to another coalition government. So fine. But me waiting at say is the problem at Salon, if you look like waiting a minute talk, you know, we get eminent domain. Yes, you know what? The country they look me, I probably prefer make it be to say the company, they know let them do this on their own rather than they cipher this to an international business where they go there and not care about the people left. Eminent domain, yes. If you remove person, you will make them better off the outside the known day. The thing where they bother me is that, and I mean, don't say this now, we are familiar with Kono, then get the areas where the mines been get a housing when a NDMC quarters na Yengema. Okay? If you go to that place there, during its heydays, it's like any affluent subdivision in a pristine neighborhood in some of the most expensive places in the US. Okay? You get 3-lined streets, homes, we get everything. So the people that know what they do. This now waiting them put for themselves or the expatriates within another place. But if you go, you uproot the indigents, you uproot the people that will get the land, you uproot the people that will get entitled to benefit from the land. If you uproot them, forget the condition with them in day. If they live in a shabby area, you can't talk say I don't prospect this area. This area get mines, it get the prospect for giving a lot of product. Now move them people in there, put them in a better place. But waiting them people there, they go act. But I'm not saying that in conjunction with the people that are the land, we don't sell them your right. Because if you move forcing, if you move on a body, you don't talk to the good game. We all know the kind of how we've been happy. They move forcing and tell us, okay, I will promise you at this place. Wait them rich for candy, they don't sell that property there, or they don't cipher to somebody else, which is unfair. But the sad thing is, Then people here they go in, they go make quarters for people as if they don't know side and come out. Like the government could charge them. If you want to bring sporting because you did, we all know the partnership. How is it? I know see the way NDMC in day one, now 49 and 51% to the state, 49 goes to the private. So how on earth you move the people them? Yes, you bring a machine, you bring a labor, fine, that's fine. But if you move them for make you better as a businessman, why you don't think about them people in there? The government's more important of say, well, if they move them people, they'll not get the quarters first. Prospect the areas that they will build the quarters, transform the area wherein the people will be a little bit better off than outside them in day until we move them. Now, win-win situation. You go prospect, and you know the danger. Look at that place there. You get so much artificial mountains, you can't even, like a rural commodity for a long time. Where are the sea satellite pictures? I don't even remember the area because they don't dig so many big trench holes, and they're not going to be rehabilitated that area. They will make people live there probably in the next 80 years. So the mines committee, I give them props. Lamina, if they make it go, make it hit hard, make them go, whatever resistance they will create for make sure say the country better off from this mining sector, let them do it. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Yusuf. Make a bring in Senesi. Yes, Senesi, which thing you take on this mines committee?
Well, I believe say as we hear from the chairman, Lamina, the Emerson na manual elect because of instance. Just like we Tony BDC is Emerson not suffer a lot. I believe the problem we begin with former party we begin now because of the one hard on the people we the mine Nakono ask them for let them produce documents, pay them taxes, and just like we talk with politicians. Then I don't know if we not begin teaching politicians the lesson, they not go ever take we serious. Now only the time when they need they will come. Begin tell we wait there. When they don't go there, they not care about we. All waiting around do them for flop their own pocket and forget about the masses. I don't know if you don't go Kono or any other person we not go Kono, make it go see Kono. The time I'll be fortunate for going to Kono when I reach here. With all the things the way they come on Kono, we reach na Kono, it not reflect na Kono. One, it not reflect na Kono. So if we get people that anybody can like when president they go around now, say investor they wanna go. This person I want to go put on per mining. They say okay, you count the money, go Kono. They say go turn about. At the end of the day, the people that they benefit nothing. Nothing absolutely. So we need to put measures in place. Just like we President UDC, don't forget about the mineral now. Now we not focus another side. Because there is one thing, like because of the people they don't understand nothing. You know when they say the money, they pull now, they get 2% or they get 3%. The people they don't even know almost at the 1% or waiting at the 3%. You go give them anything, 2 Canadians saying at the 1% that they will pull from the proceed of the demo will sell this and this. Then they agree for let people in go school. Because then the fair way for them to fool them, let the people they not understand. One thing we are curious for seeing now this program. Let God help we, let God make people the way get the country attack, they listen to the texts and the text and the calls the way they come to this program. Let them listen and not see the people of Sierra Leone, home and abroad, we already for another country they go before. We just scan out, you can't begin tell we 1, 2, 3, blah, blah, blah. We all see this election. People will get AI, people will get East, people will get sales. This past election, people they see how people then be so desperate. In fact, the election, people like say, we will be in the diaspora will be get right because we all put voice. And I believe that some of the thing and the people then be look at say, no, bro, this is too much. We need change. Now, if the change don't come, we expect better things. So for don't then a good road by the entire we plenty things for that. Just like where Emerson is up. I like Emerson, Let him put his foot down, let the right thing be done. Would I not meet up, would I not meet the criteria? Make it back and go. Make it go before you go. Now they talk about you go to the root time. Let go see how that place the all on to water. What do people benefit out of that? How many years would them not come out? Look root time. They pull root time under the last time I go there. First they tell me say not only root time in the pool now. You get other minerals there, but also they care and go, they say they care and go for go test. You don't even know what to get. You look at the place now, so water, we really benefit nothing. Instead, why we not go turn our attention to agriculture, not begin to produce, not make use of we land, we begin to plant and grow rice and eat with food, eat with they grow. Thank you, sir.
All right, thank you, Senesi. Yes, Aaron, what are you take on this one, sir?
Yes, sir. Thank you. I just want to see how important it is when we get people away they call, because there are times when we don't get answer to some of them problems the mayor because we're not very expert. Think about the weather we call from Maryland, what he suggests. Remember, then rivers, them all will get around us. They can serve as a way we can. You see, all them suggestions, a good way to get people and they call and make their own suggestion. This is not ever been you think about that. When I read the brother they talk, it make us feel so good. It make us know say where people then get idea. So not all that make it important. The other brother who called Namio State in New York, he also make his fine suggestion. He say we set up for the give ideas on how for doing things there. Yes, but really I think so we do that. We not will be perfect, but most times when topic maker, even the electricity will be the talk about itself. Not over saying that issue of electricity come on. Now there are some things that come on. I think the term we will start talk about now about this education, free education, where I think Tony or Yusuf come up say if we get for ensure say we get for make sure say electricity we begin talk about electricity. So sometimes we come with suggestion on how the government will do that. Think about what he also say about Kono. When you say about Kono, he say if they move people there, they want do the mining, therefore build, therefore make sure say they first get good place for them people, build quarters for them. That's my suggestion. How you call him? The last speaker, Senator, just talk about if roots are all inside and why we not go turn to agriculture? See, sometimes we get real piece of advice, solutions and we can, not that we can actually let that. That not mean say the board are not correct. Yeah, but I just make sure say we have one we just can come with real suggestions, and sometimes when I think about this corner, this mining on then imagine for a moment say we don't get any of those minerals at all. We do not get them at all. Because some people could say, well, how far this mineral don't bless me? Because if you look at even the world it gets this diamond and all of that. It gets an effect where it leads to this war and everything. And not see how we don't benefit we as such. So I think government,
the bad policy.
Yes, sir.
Bad policy.
Exactly, because all that thing they are just like what you see me all that thing they are not for say you see what the mamini suggest. But some of them things are not for say they're not been on there in writing. The thing is we not be they put them into practice. That's what it is. You just mentioned about bad policy. That's not the thing where they affect we, So it's then most of them say they are very brilliant idea. Waiting and get for to find a way for put it into practice. And I think say it will benefit we because some of them people and they within the mining land. Some people not even see them, then they benefit from them mineral and the wood tile, diamond and all them things. Then they benefit. They only do agriculture within the next. The farm they wouldn't use. Then get for destroy them family. So if they make sure say they come up with all them plans there, all they need for do for put them into practice and see how it will benefit the country. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, Aaron. I want to go to the next topic. For the past few months, from where we get this new administration, we see one strike after the other, or one thing after the other thing upgrade, the other thing. This time around, last week, or this week, we just end so, we strike. Well, let we listen how this strike take place and wetin happen when this strike come to pass.
Monday, March 4 this year, transport wahala be dey all over the city, from school pikin dem wey get for go school, people wey get for go work, and self people wey get other business dem for run. All man be just confused as driver dem be dey on strike for reason wey passenger dem sef no know. This make the democracy begin for talk to people dem wey be dey na street to wait for transport.
Motka dem no be dey this morning because with this morning Kamayama po dey waka take can normally for go for come back na to spend say motka no dey. If you say we come back na to right now na fair to dey perfect too. The taxi wey can do so say 10,000 for go normally.
I dey go work na transport I dey wait for, but I don come on and host this morning. This morning I understand say striking dey go on. At snap so now they wait for transport, but no transport.
I work up from Wellington, take action. I pay back 5,000 for car inside. So do I would make for Papa government. If the government will come, they pull them for we. When they strike, no get government will come.
After the strike action wey the driver here take, we make the Ministry of Transport and Aviation be called stakeholder meeting for no waiting make driver them be strike. We made the president and chairman for the Poda and Buses Association, Mohammed Warite, start for talk, but some of the reason them.
The issue where we get the business and let it go on well with we. One, we don't know the fines and we SLRA first and have been 30,000 now 500,000. We it too exorbitant. And we they get issues with the general duty a police officer as they off then they can street they arrest driver then go pack up. But the main issue we will get now with SLRSA where we association get. But for the mental seat, we don't say seat no they will not able import seat, but we design something we then set where they be accept. We say if anybody where they come, we they make sure we check in motoka. If you get the correct seat, we get a letter, then go with a toner. But they are licensing without we need to know. And when the hit come, now we the feel am.
As it clear say na because the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority go start for arrest poda them we still they use the iron seats. When are the reason this will lead to the driver the strike action. Make the director for the Sierra Leone Road Safety Authority, David Pandanoa, be get for respond to wetin Mohammed Warite don say when are the president for Poda and Buses Association.
This be really surprised me because I say we'll not do any punitive action against anybody for say metal seats. All we can do right now for say if you come for car license, we not allow you for license as long as you get metal seats any day in a very deplorable conditions. And currently the law say if you get metal seats, we can prohibit you. And if we prohibit you and if it's very, very bad, then can fine you as well. So it's really
I don't see that. And for now, for the Americans don't say they go on the street after what we don't agree that this time for implement what we don't agree upon. They say I don't think say that appropriate.
Honorable Cabinet Kalon be continue for tell the president for the Poda and Buses Association for tell the driver them for continue with their normal work as this strike action not legal. Where this be make the president for the Poda and Buses Association, Mohammed Warite, be end up say sorry to the public.
One say sorry to the entire country, and we dey make sure we tell all the bosses and Poda them for begin on immediately. One say sorry to everybody for way they not able make it possible for reach quick at this morning. So me the leader and chairman and me bear the responsibility on behalf of the association. I want to say sorry to everybody. The boss and the Poda after would they make the all would they communicate let everybody can align back. Whatever difference is there, we go settle and later. But I want to say sorry on behalf of all.
As the democracy, they continue for follow up. For no evident driver here, they comply for get the correct seat. And waiting will be the penalty. You don't get the proper seat for them Poda and the boss them. For the Society for the Democracy, Mina David Van Boy the report.
Yeah, we want to tell David Van Boy plenty thank you for that particular report there on the Poda strike. Well, without wasting any time, this particular topic, na Senesi Prema force I want come in with because in get vast there on that. But before I count Serency, make I just announce the number then one more time for we family all they listen. If you want to be part of the program, the number for call now United States number with the country code now 1-646-610-3107. The number again 646-610-3107 and a United States number where the country code now 1. Or you call United Kingdom number with the country code now 44-739-803-0402. The number again 44-739-803-0402. Yes, NSC, you get the platform.
I'll be really surprised when I see drivers in this iron seat still there. Now, like, I think over 5 years now, the Ministry of Transport, Drivers Union with SLRAC, they don't spend a lot of money, say they do sensitization, go all over the place, and then a radio, go to the provinces, make money, make workshop. We up till now, we still there. You see iron seats. Driver they say they strike for them. There is one thing what they say. Road safety in any country. If any government not take road safety seriously, that country a problem. Because when you not concentrate, when you not pay attention to people them within the road, you not pay attention to their vehicles them, their small accident the way they happen, their small tear where they happen. If we get a very good institution where they give accident reports, almost people then die that the road for this month, for 2-3 months for the year. Believe me, they strike you not for the year them. Because now because we maybe get statistics, so nobody know what in there, nobody no care what they happen. Driver they will just come out and say in this strike. Now I make always make it they say one thing, there's small election where they get for them, small institution, they then bike riders, drivers union, this government for paying way for pulling and they feel because there is one thing, what they do for strike, what they say, would they go to the power, go see the power, then I say they say would they okay police left there. Yeah, no way not there. Where driver they go strike say police they harass them too much. Let police left, let police come out in the road. Say we're not in the road again. There, let driver and do what they want for do. Let you see the amount of body we cannot will receive, we mortuary will receive that day. So drivers and our people then even here we if they say the police then get everything. We first swallow the police then get everything, then get camera, then get helicopter, then get everything. Yet still the accident rate it is still a shoot up. Talk less of Usai, will not get the police and anything. Not for just abnormal if they are up. The driver run away. The other thing again where the drivers then be the talk was very interesting. They say they want the police they come out, they traffic what did they. I don't always they talk this. And at this same radio, I think last before Munu they go, the former IG goes on a radio, they talk see the problem we did between the traffic coding when at the SLRSA and the police, you don't know, he wish him if you don't know. There's a very big problem. Then two people they need to see with one eye. And I always don't talk if that problem is not try for settle them, now the road this where be the talk, now they will depend so. Because traffic coding not get that full mandate for take over traffic in Sierra Leone. They not get that full mandate. The police call traffic code, they say, "Una can't help we look at it." Not to follow, una can't take up, una can't take the duty now. We are no. Now call them. Now auxiliary force to the police on traffic duties. So there is no way where the management or this that they go affect, they go make shumu for let them talk to driver or driver then go see no traffic code they want. It's not possible. It's not ever possible all over the world. Now police ain't the champion road safety. Then get different people, the different body, the way they help them for pushing. Like here, you get the police, you get the gendarme, you get the city council, they all they help one way. Now stakeholders, but police they are the major stakeholder in that because now they lead. But there is no way the road transport, the SLRSC will take that lead there, and even the IOC here, I believe say the police now in the champion now. The police champion they make the arrest. And the other thing again, they really they unbox this thing. we get some ticketable offenses because when you listen to the clip, the drivers they talk all kinds of say the police then they come out. But there is one thing, he gets criminal offense when you drive, then he gets ticketable offense. So minor offenses, then they have traffic court, go give ticket, you go. But he gets some cases where they're not supposed to issue ticket, police supposed to arrest you and go back the vehicle. Can't go to the station and charge you to court. What to make them be they charge plenty level, they say, okay, well, let them kind of reduce them to the dinner. For some minor offenses, they say, okay, traffic court, you give ticket. And the existence of traffic court, the most dinner for SLRS because during next year, they will all know how police cannot be giving enforce the law play. Then driver then go license their vehicles or neither drivers then go renew their license or take license. Because the road authority, the road transport, with the lost plenty money. So then decide to say, okay, well, what we will do? Now face can marshal. Then begin to force not take marshals there. We go able help the police for bring car, but we then go to the law. So then go amend an act. We say, okay, no get traffic or the way they support the police so that they go they on traffic with the police. But if they want to take over now, and not to say go ever work. And all the time they talk to me, they say to the police get for kick them game, they get for stand on their feet, for make them try to get control, full control over them. This INC business, the border, the people that we don't kill. Small accident, you know, it just come off the tongue. That's why I know ask this. Small accident, that INC, and they kill people there, then they damage people there. So if the government don't get this for 5 good years, then they run after driver there. When they make no more, they say, we not left the first time. Election 10, they cannot left there. After election, we go after them. And then they walk. Then they therefore play the people that life with Boskidi. You know how they play that dangerous game Boskidi? They take that time as a scope, pull up, and you know, say this, na danger game, they take the bastard to the company, or let go under. Then they play with the people that life with Boskidi. So this thing that they tell well, if they therefore put stop to the incident, they put stop. Other country, they wouldn't say motocar we don't rotting, motocar we don't be below this year, and they can this country. And they can Ghana with the near winner. And they go there. But the other thing again, with the people that over there, they say they control pollution. And let me tell you one thing about this pollution where they control. You just see by the in a room, you go spray mosquito coil in a pala, you spray all side, you carry it down a room, then you left the domoto pin. The mosquito coil they can inside room, you can't begin to suffocate you. If you talk about pollution, you they try to pull all the rotten people then at the diaspora and say no one they ban them to they say in Africa. You get feeling from Africa that pollution that the can it still come. So the only thing we say forget for people young game, we're not going to take rotten motorcar. Let we self get a limitation. But that's not the case. So if they want to stop the IOC, then the any motorcar we can have a key. We not get them sit them there. Therefore, make provision. You know, for cross, you go to the place border, then same one declare and back, and this is very road transport that they give people a clearance for motor. For problem to carry the and go. You see? So there's a need for do something towards that.
Okay, thank you, Senesi. Because you get idea about the formation of the traffic warden and all that in the day. Now make I just give you the chance and the time for make you go just give you waiting and you take on this. Yes, Tony. This now waiting happen the Poda strike and what's not. Waiting you take, sir.
But the problem in our salon is plenty. You know, me no say if we really give a system, okay, this is an inherited problem by the current administration, so we're not going to blame them that much. But really and truly, salon they suffer just because of lawlessness. The one that way they lead with from up, they take and down, they serve them lawless. Because, don't call it spade. The 100 buses where they pass regime by, man. Some scholars say, oh, that's 100, some say this. Them bosses they're in for savage institution for people that for this guy about for what's they call, but they were poorly managed because some of the drivers the way they even go give them bosses they for driving, man. They were not competent, some are not savvy, we see some man they fail, they don't know what for do for claim savage street number for go by St. Samson the church after. You know, so many things that we don't go blame them guy and the way they strike the way they go because of bad policy, just like we talk this number, this we mind the sector we get bad policies. These are policies that we know they enforce. That means we unless we therefore begin put foot down, government therefore really strict and say this, you know, make sure there is 90% to 95% compliance of certain things. Remember, them bosses and they go with the system. Which they call van and me man. That McKinney highway me man. Maybe they go on all chamber. I didn't know that would me man. Before accident be bad inside bush me man. All man they go bra. All man they die bra. We go say what's alone. We ain't that small because what you do the traffic not together the wrong with that time. When you take that boat, that McKinney road more me man. Like you see the effects of them thing and they will get the iron seats and how they came people them, man. And one thing when doing people that by saying you go speak to me, man, they're not able to take care. Now cut they cut you food. Somebody collapse now they kill them. Do you understand it? So government really get for before not to you go for by yourself. Just the way you want for fight against corruption. And that kind of things that measures they government for take against them drivers than this. Even if you don't let them strike. You understand? Yes, we know say they come they meet an economy way been shattered and everything because the presidency away Canada. But I believe the amount they raise revenue. Somebody come from New York City for the foster solutions. We have been doing that, my brother. You understand? And before we begin to go take say we have for make bridge, we have for go take money or so that and loan them. Their money and then we can talk to even this China, me man. Go online and see other African countries projects over there they go for China. It just tell the way they go so that money for go buy cook. All man get your side. All man get your what's it called. Some man they buy chicken, some man they buy fish, some man they buy kanda in one. When you understand? No, they go for kanda. No, they go for good fish. No, go for good beef. Now we need to know say I should be full. Well, now they go for peanuts. You can go to the same China. One day we take a loan. One go power almost for power 7 million population. I can't say they talk about Wasalo, me man. If you go to that area, they not talk about coast settling at that place. They develop area where they forget the research and what they call departments na MPA or ETSA. Where for the young people for go and research on areas they want to develop area because council outside for put transmitter and this. It really sorry when now we people that went in the area that for go meet MPA say we want lights now, we want this now, we buy cable, we buy pole, we buy all that in there. It's sad. It really sad. You understand? We don't say this government not to just come with technocrats or PhD or this or that. Common sense, but not to weave for the bring some of the ideas. They for them for diagnose some of their problems because it never the manifesto. Not this to see what we want for say with rocket science. This is something they put in their manifesto. First 100 or first 1 year. Now we see strategy says this lights government really ready for better. You understand? I mean, but not for sure we work for with the pick on things, but we all want if you go with economy. We can't allow the economy for like the dwindle down every day because businesses are closing down. I know Lebanese man, I know Fulaman, they want me to come with Yabas, they're not bringing that quantum there anymore because of taxes. Now they prefer go to Guinea and then take them big trailer there, take a pass. Now lost revenue down there. Take long trailer there, pass and Guinea, pay small money na Balamuya, and count inside. You go ready for that. These are not the kind of problem. These are not the kind of things we want for go economy. You understand? But this government need for really put foot down, man. So this we don't want them because of safety. Look at yesterday the drive now see police they pull out people there just because someone they clean the snow and Muska left the way they up the canopy where they also the Muska and it really go cause road accident because when you they drive with speed please take that snow there and even now somebody in with scrape pass. People should not they see now time they go bang we all know that freeway how we drive. Now several motocar will be involved so that they try for prevent before you go on the street clean your motocar clean up the snow in your motocar. So you know they drive by to smoke come and go hit somebody in with screen and they fight for balance the snow go hit other buses. They go play buses, they go safety first. Even for look at them things, they're not for play. Oh they get by oh we sorry, oh we this yes. Because we know the public transport. That's the problem. We need for investing in public transport and that country. See what I think they put in the back, but we get for really government for be farmer.
Okay, thank you very much, Tony. Make I bring in Yusuf, what are you take on this particular topic, sir?
You know, I could just go with everything else. You know, the simple fact is, you know, I understand the plight that the driver then will say they want to strike because of certain conditions. That's all right, but the fundamental thing is that safety. We all go to that out of everything because we all know, even we did in places like this. I know very well because I remember back in the days, even at Salon, before you go register your motor car, forget your registration or your licensing for making motor car run. You get for going to road authority, then they put them on a test, checking this, that. I don't know how effectively they do that, if at all they do it. But these are the standards. Public transportation, just like how my friend said just now, if they keep statistics of the accidents when they happen, this will be a public outcry. If they get a tally of any month or every month, the amount of accidents that will happen from the north to the south, from the east to the west, then tally them and then put them in the government report for everybody, just like how the information minister say, then they do all they're able for make sure that the end user get this basic information about how the government and the country do things. You go see the outcry. No motor we come, we no brand say this type of public transportation. You know what me see on this? Honestly, I see an opportunity for business. If even the government don't charter somebody, we get a good timber industry na salon, because I know we've been get furniture factory with the government's been do it and make good furniture. This is now an opportunity. If they open a workshop, then get people that will do upholstery. Then they brand good, nice chairs with a wood, sponge, and whatever material they will get, upholstery, and sell them. When the Muscaden come, before they give you the license and give you paper, say, okay, go yonder. This is a public transport. Your motor car only allow for get 27 passengers, right? Okay, if you agree, we send you. You go to the person, then go get you 27 seats. You come back. When you come back, they give clearance paper now for go register your motor car and to give them freedom for make you go run transportation. Simple as that. It's not an opportunity. So if anybody they listen, government or other individual, this is not good business. Get a link now at key, make you get cassette industry at Salonde. It's a win-win. But the problem is that they're not for be happening. We all don't see how dangerous accidents can they be. And the other thing I also pick up with the road the YT guys say, they said the driver need to complain. Policeman and not come on work. After they work, maybe take issue with that. If you don't get right for stop me for any reason, please don't stop me. Not just stop me because you get our autonomy there for doing. This is corruption. You know, if at all, we people are not able to look at things, but I guess you know that the approach back. Because me and you, we all did at the places where we'll be able to ask questions to policeman, we stop you. If policeman stop me now, I'm a black man at the US. Policeman stop me, first I've been get so emboldened for asking plenty questions, but my wife tell me, look, if you don't want short life, no, they argue with policeman. Please. But in a good day, I just simply ask the policeman, yeah, what you stop me for? If the policeman give you right, say, talk to me. I stop you because your motor car, your headlight busted. Or your license forget 17 passenger, but look, you get 32 inside here. The policeman get right for stop that Monday. Simple, and get the citation, and take the other passenger them up. If the driver don't take money from them, they can give them back their money. Take them. 17, make you go. Again, take a citation. If you go to court 110, 210, you get that same citation there. Let the penalty fit the case. But if at all the policeman they do, I'm only for only your pocket and your hand, then a problem. Corruption. But the driver them and the Poda Association, the need for the talk. Authority. This is not the one thing where we don't become very complacent with that country there. Anything will happen to somebody, it gets one or two people who will call, you know that I mean? No worry. After this, I will call somebody who will beat their case. They don't. This get for change. We get forget that uniformity in the actions and the reactions. And in a simple matter, if they find you, then find you. Let the case take course. Let nobody not go say, this na the pie in sister picking this. Oh, you said I mean, okay, wait now. Oh, call somebody and call. It's enough for B at all. Enough for B. But hopefully, time will change. But what you say with this entire issue is, you know, na the end user or the simple consumer, they get for take the brunt. Just like how them people they work out for miles, so they get picking, so they get load that they hate, and it's not right. It's not right, but you get so much issues from this one green problem, yeah. But hopefully we'll get more time for see the outcome of this and then talk a little bit more about them later. Thank you.
All right, Yusuf. Yes, make I bring in Arun. Yes, Arun, waiting you take on this one.
Well, always with it. It also come back to policy implementation. I believe that some of the things some of the rules that will govern the transportation system. Then they not only say there are no rules as to we talk about them iron the way they use for make when they weld inside and vehicle then I believe that they don't pass laws so but they not implement all internally. In fact, here one thing I believe if the driver no matter what they complain, then they let the public know so then they go on strike. How many days they give notice to the public? Because venting and the way they happen. Imagine the workforce in the country. Imagine a situation where you get a lot of private companies. Then people they travel from one end to the end, order to go work their money. A lot of people they don't go work. The company then they lost as a result of venting there. Now the drivers then no matter reason and get for strike. Therefore, don't inform the public. Say maybe that could have started the situation where the other institutions that were involved. Therefore, don't come and find a solution to some of these things. And also, it surprised me that at this time where you get all these anti-corruption things that go on, police them after we they off, then they go now treat. Deliberately they pull people them. If you are off, I'm not saying all that police and they work by shift. Go and make me what they would do at the road. They will take care and even they are driver then. So all that they calm down on the public because when they driver they spend money, eventually they will go for impose them and the passengers them. All the things that they frustrate the drivers them as well. Waiting this being come to light also. Make us get the reason for us. What happened with them boss away? Not too long ago we didn't get from China. It's true. Tony just mentioned say some of the drivers the one who they take for drive, then they're not even studying out for drive. But what happened with them boss all done damage, waiting they go on. Waiting at the government solution for some of them transportation problem their way where they come. And we know say the boss they not would do for address all of the public transportation system then. Then you got all them things that they I believe say if when them buy them boss and it's not just about giving hiring drivers, then get organizations or institutions and then get policies. Then get somebody mentioned about if you get institutions where they take note, where they report on certain things, all the things where they focus on driver or all waiting the drivers and waiting they go on here. What about the driver? Where they check. Last week we talked about somebody I think we talk about if people then get doubt they for call this particular organization on waiting na then right. See all of them things there. The drivers, the organization wouldn't get, whether they are answerable to, whether they report to, all of these things are vitally important. Make policy implementation, government therefore putting foot and make sure. So why would elected government where if you get people in the book the law, then they put iron steel seats inside vehicle where they cause a lot of death for people and doing the cause of accidents. Well, if government able to address that, then why is there government? See, some of them things that it make it feel so bad sometimes. If you look at the public, they are at the mercy of some of the institutions there. And I hope they will find a way for the address some problem there.
All right, thank you very much. Okay, yes. Yes, Senesi, you get. Hello. Okay, carry on, Senesi.
Hello, Iban.
Yeah, carry on.
Yeah. I just want to more. Yeah. Yes. There is nothing like police harassment. When you talk about police harassment, police they harass driver. If me always want to be there in office, what you be the tell driver? If you can't complain, say they harass you. What you make they harass you? You get driving license, you motorcar license. I don't feel say police go stop you ask you for the day. The police say give me money. The best thing you can do, license motoka, you just get license. The police say they can go and say, I stop this man, he get license, but I still charge him. This man in motoka license. So let the people then do what thing they're supposed to do, we correct. Then that's the suicide police will go begin to go harass. But there's nothing like police harassment. You get driver the way they drive na the tongue, the motoka license, they have the license complete, they say no overload. Even Ebola, whether they say Ebola na 2 people they take them, everybody be comply. Always to the drive for say here is this government will be very serious for fight crime in that country. When the president become, he said they fight against lawlessness. For do their work. I don't see no reason why the driver they go sit, just grab no more money, just take the baker and then grab more money and say, will they go on strike? This thing I will call for government need for put for stop then some of them and then they can talk see one thing first. Government for stop for interfering to the election, the Bikaida's election, the Avazino election. Because when you interfere to the incident, you go put who you want. That means you know wherever able to control them because they make their own go to state house. That's what they do. Like they quick, they don't go to state house. Then they say, okay, when I love them, when I give them small time. You know where we control, you know where we fight crime by that day, all election they put on panel. Let them pull on panel completely and let the law take its course. Thank you, sir.
Yes, thank you, Senesi. Before we go round up, myself just want to rub more on these drivers. So then I go read the text them, then we go round up to the own program. Iron seat, drivers, police, and all those things. I remember where I go this last go I go saloon. Myself be opportune for take transport. I take keke, I take Okada, I take Poda, I take you name it, I take them all. And the seats them I was surprised for still see na iron seats na still the inside there. And some of the motoka them trust me where you go inside there, you go surprise say na people in the sit on there. And to one extent, I see, you know, like the caravan they can take travel with horse them. But you know the one someday we get some like the driver side way, then they use them for travel with horse them. When I like van. I see one, I get a picture of him, I get a video of him, when I transport. Now they run. Where I say I not believe, I be the driver that send the deposit in at the front seat again, my phone, I say, please record this motoka for me. Because how can horse transportation turn Poda na saloon? And I'll be able for squeeze and watch inside there. I'll be able for watch inside there. And this, not for say, like, that's why I love going to Sierra Leone. I always, they go maybe 2-3 times a year. I love going to Sierra Leone because we will come, they do a program, they know, say, oh, then just sit down there, they talk no more. No, these are stuff that we see when we go. We experience. Horse, and while I look inside, the seats, they're not even correct. You get still yet as we speak right hand motoka in this salon to even transport when a right hand you know the door they then at the other side and at the street side now they the domotity. These are still running as transportation as salon. Where the passenger get for pass na the other side we motoka in the fet for quiz. We know to the curb side the domotity. It's still happen in salon. I have photo of it. So no, not to say, now just talk with the talk. No, these are happening. And Senesi, they talk about, say, police they harass. I get a friend who get keke. And before self the friend, let us say get keke. Somebody go find me, I come with him now Waterloo police station, come left him for take transport. Would they watch? There is a checkpoint right there. Now Waterloo police station, the junction checkpoint today. The checkpoint, the police they sit on the private motorcar, you they pass free. But will be tied to you na bike or keke. As they see keke, they can all the grab. And a friend of mine we get keke. If they all you keke Monday, nothing not they make you not pay 300,000. Nothing not the balance you know they pay 300,000 for that keke. I don't follow and go one time for go see how it operates. Then they give you all kind charges. Say who say pack, not today for be pack, who say you this and this they go court. But that money we see they owe you 300,000. You have to pay that money. And the other time I even go with body cam. But me body cam way I go with the battery can mix up na salon, so I not be able for user.
Today the only use with the body cam, now that I use it.
So but these are things that are happening. These are things that are happening. Then they make charges against you. Bike and keke, I've seen that. Not to 110, not to 210, not to 310. Like when you get a checkpoint in a net, some side and they pass 2-3 checkpoints in a net, where you get in a checkpoint. Oh yeah, there are some days then they be nice to you, talk to you fine, well, na sister then they, na brother then they, let's see no more now, more like let them see they drive big motorcar. Let's just go through some of the text and way people comment on. I'll tell us, say the transformer no go serve the people in the area because the amount of people we don't in the area past the capacity where the transformer can supply. He say same with the water. Prophet Fitzgerald Johnson say we nation day in a mess. He say listen to you about your water situation. He say he had the bleed. He say waiting the happen with water situation at the beloved Mama Salon. He say we government need for look at themselves and work for eradicate corruption at all avenue of society. Bakishke Benin say we all expect more from government, but we think twice and address revenue requirement of all them projects and we would try for ask the government for do. He say because he remember say the past government no left nothing. He say now just austerity no more 90. He say the current government they take the necessary step for do good foundation for the future. I think now we'll go round up today's program. We don't try. Make a just call with Tony. Tony, waiting will be your final statement for today and waiting on your aspiration for next week. Well, if not, hello? Yes, carry on, Tony.
Hello?
Yes, carry on.
Yes, my aspiration and hope I follow the current regime because I'm not going to let somebody stick up place so they don't meet money. Because APC goes down 10 years, they don't do fixed life. We're not going to read the same story. We want to let them think out of the box. Let them be proactive. That's the things that they would really get for step up. Yes, they got good dreams, they got good policy in place, but we don't let like the last SFPP government will left everything in a pipeline. Because last government we left SFPP government was get sense, everything within a pipeline. We're not going to let them left again. Let's see how within a pipeline for implement. We're not implementing. They get for really be proactive. They really get for the farm. People voted for Madabio because he got the military background. Say, the past regime maybe first corruption, then there was rampant lawlessness. And if Madabio, military man, ex-military man, he definitely go for fights against them things. Then on that pretext, then the people vote. So we're not going to foresee excuse. Make them really think hard about lights. That's what we got for tell them. Say people need lights. Let's just say people for things yes, lights are priority. There's no way you can grow the economy without lights. You understand? So I'm not checking that maybe the people about corruption. The government just have to say, I don't want to talk on air and air. You know, where I get information from people that will come when a government functionary them. When me and the city we talk with me, man. Let's just say they condone corruption. I'm not about the Lebanese case. I don't want to talk now for anything. When they say, oh, them man, they support we. Now they support who kind of power, now they power. Lebanese case, I don't call for security reasons. But they say don't begin conduct corruption. They know they start peanuts no more, small and them. Some of them big deals say where they run when we know. Lebanese and the brother or any government, not so the normal Lebanese sponsor or big Lebanese businessman sponsor. Then give APC money. How they people that want business people? How do they give APC money? Not so they give APC money. Anyone where we still play the card for maintain the contract with them. So it's not very for really farm. You know, that means take around they really go for farm. Lawlessness na priority with for address. You know, when you address lawlessness, compliance level will increase. Yeah, I mean,
okay. All right, thank you very much, Tony from Boston. Yeah. Yes, make a bring Senesi. Senesi, don't come on board.
Yes, I do.
Yes, waiting na your own aspiration for next week.
The Frenchman.
Well, me, I just want for add my voice to waiting to the see. You see this lawlessness, if we not try for make confession, not the same old thing, because we will try for go before, because with all the strikes they already happen. Now, true lawlessness, because you hear the strike, you know, inform the public, you know, give government notice. See, 21, if you don't put the 21 days notice, you inform the police, say, because of social thing, we will go on strike or social thing. Let the people that we need for address, let them cancel and now they address, like the neighbor address now, like you go on a strike. Then the other advice is just like we Rainbow and other women that be grab, they say, rape business, don't pass mark, this, that. And they encourage the police and the road, the SLRSA. Let them try get statistics. Then say issue statistics to people. Then they say this month, Waterloo Road, now 35 people then die because of this. Now McKinney Road, now social people then die. If we don't do pull statistics, then believe me, if only the self come out then here, not no will make people not say, oh yes, law support, law go. You see? So me I want to see who said this government will tackle lawlessness. Money in that country. If anybody tells you money not in a lie, look this short time when this government don't come, we block society side and we see government they go today, say together they put and they give police the increment soldier, they give the increment this that. You know the increment don't go, especially to we pull uncle papa the way we don't work. Now that they at least they get small thing at their pocket, you know, at the end of the month when they go take them 250,000. If you so one for suicide lawlessness, then we will, because not going to eradicate that completely, but let the lawlessness reduce. Because some of them fear where they have to own a complete lawlessness. So I want for support Tony for the government try to take this corruption and this lawlessness. So now that we want for see happen to the coming weeks and months. Thank you very much, sir. And so we fans there want for see that at next week.
All right, thank you very much to you, Senesi Brahma. Make a bring Yusuf. Yes, Yusuf, waiting now your aspiration for next week and your final statement for today on program.
My final statement is, like you always say this government can get an opportunity to turn this country around. They get a huge opportunity. If they look the advancements of, you know, the internet and technologies of some sort, and in the presidency talk down in Harvard that, you know, the advent of, you know, social media and all these kind of things that they happen. Therefore, use this, one, for sensitize the people, and two, for disseminate good information and tell them the good project. You know, sustainable projects are the one thing that we're able to do way it will matter to the people. And no economy whatsoever will ever strive if it gets sporadic power outages or unreliable power source. So this is a wonderful opportunity for making we will come around. If they want to turn this country around, the power source is the main thing. With the power source, you know, they're able to generate water supply, easy water flow, and take advantage of the other natural resources that we get. Like, again, I go off to comment that gentleman we come from Maryland, we mentioned about the amount of water source we get in a saloon, where they run through that country. You know, I live in Beaufort, close to Lake Lanier. then at the neck, for other familiar with them, now a natural lake. The shoreline of this lake is 600 miles. Okay? But within this gate, then get the dam, a power supply dam, where they release water as they need to, and at the same time, they generate electricity for that small pocket there. You know, nothing will be successful if you don't get a steady flow. And we all know this, and to everybody in point, if me and if we go invest, if I get somebody who want to put money in a salon, the first things I remember is waiting at the power sustainability. So if we never get anything right, we will get a lot of things right. And again, there's an opportunity for this government. They can look around this place and utilize the resources that we didn't get to turn this country around. And again, I want to say thanks to everybody else at the show and everybody else will contribute and the people that we did text and whatnot. Thanks, and till next time, stay healthy, everybody. Have a good weekend. Bye-bye.
All right, thank you, Yusuf Mba. Make a bring in Aaron Rashidin. What's in your aspiration for next week, sir, in the final statement for today's program?
Well, which I look forward to next week, we're not going to blow. We're not going to tire for this electric power supply, because you know what? Now the foundation, the cornerstone, you know, the head cornerstone for development in our country. You know, one thing I think the government will do also, you know, something happened na the very Harvard there. The Harvard University they sponsor a program na Libya young graduates them. What they do? They get this project where in fact inside Tripoli them get that project. Young graduates them call them together and ask them whose kind of business potential or what's in them intention for do business, for begin invest in Libya, even the way Libya they into all this trouble. So when Libya goes stable, you get young Libyans then go begin do their own business. I think that now something that we start for begin look at as well. If we go get institutions that we go sponsor a program where the young graduates then we try to begin encourage them for let them think of investing in Sierra Leone, come with an idea, you know, let them do a program, the structure program, how do I go about it? Give them some time to think about it. Maybe you will get a group of 4 or 5 graduates that come together. Say, well, look, last week, I see something we want graduates na flute on the one lady say, because you know, in the produce bed them. You know, that was so impressive for me. I think so we therefore begin to think about all of that as well. You know, the government will look at how we will begin to encourage the young people in the country for invest, for trying ways to invest, because government not gets answer to everything. Government not to the best employer. You know, the private sector now in the drive the economy, but that comes with electricity as well. You know, just like how Tony said, that guy from Maryland we mentioned about the water supply all over the country where we can make use of. The man we call from New York as well, we make suggestion as well. You know, we encourage all them things because like I said, we not to expect we not get the idea then. We listen to people because the message there we send it will go across. People they come with an idea, with their own idea, and all that they have for make the country go before. This morning when I wake, I don't want to go outside because of the winter, but something forced me to go outside. I don't want to breathe. You know, so when I think about that, then it reminds me of the great I don't know if that's don't solve because people, you know, I mean, our staple food, I don't know how far they don't go. If the fact that we follow up with that, looking at the situation, maybe you will come next week, we will talk briefly on that, you know, and the journalists, the way they do some of them report, they do well. We want to tell them thank you, you know, and we appreciate all the information where they come through, you know, and we said they listen to now where they send texts and messages and where they listen. We know say people in the way one gets in touch with me, maybe the reason we never get so much call in Sierra Leone, I will tell you, it comes back to something: electricity. People are listening with na them phone, but the reason why make it so expensive for coal from here to expensive for coal fleet or Sarayun now electricity, but if the electric system good is stable, maybe we go begin look at getting foreign investors in who want to invest in electricity. That would be a very good business in the country. Then we employ people in, and we will start the country well. Maybe government not the best employer we come to electricity. You know, maybe that's how we will get tax from which the private sector will get. Now that's our left for this weekend. I hope say when I will join me all next week by the grace of God. God bless everybody.
Thank you very much to Aaron Rashid Dean for the join the program on that bread issue. You know, say we be don't talk about you remember what I say there's a press release will be to go around. Yes, it was true. The press release was true. Government go book a deal in Guinea with flour people in Guinea. We then put a price way for selling a salon. Then bring flour, then come, and then put a price a bag of flour na 250,000. Now then for sell them, then not for sell them past that. But now so then try for salvage the situation. We go amend them for the time being till then fix that problem. We then say na shorting is shorting na the market.
Okay.
Thank you. All right. Thank you very much.